Look at Wendy. Look at Wendy Williams. This is proof that if you don't disobey the Most High's commandments, you disobey His word, He'll get you. And you might, tread water for a number of years outside of the judgment of the Most High. And that's only because the Most High, He has not chosen to punish you or knock you down or make you suffer right away. I've heard all types of stories about this woman, man, about cocaine abuse, whoredom, being around the wrong crowd, and she became big. She became big in society, and she had the glamorous life in the hands of Esau, but in Esau's world, he will suck you dry, and she looks terrible, man. Terrible. And that's what happens when you put yourself in this world. Esau will suck you dry. Have you seen Vivica Fox lately? Have you seen how she's aged? And I forgot the other one's name. She played Diamond, the stripper. I forgot her name. It'll come to me in a little while. But look at her, man. See, all the money in the world doesn't mean nothing when it comes to your health and your well-being. And how people view you, man, whether it's honorable or dishonorable. The Most High speaks about a good name, man, and it's never too late to redeem yourself in the eyes of the Most High first, and then your peers, and then your family, and then mankind on earth, man. She looks terrible. Look at her legs in the picture to the right. I thought this was a prank when I first saw this. She looks terrible. Some brothers and sisters are so weak that the money is worth it to them, though. Since Wendy Williams has gone through a complete transformation in the past few years, the former host of the Wendy Williams Show shocked fans recently while stepping out in New York City, looking quite different than she ever has before. Meaning, not quite different, haggard, man, scary. She looked damn scary, man. Look at that. That's amazing, and I know a lot of you can relate to this because you have certain friends who have aged and just fell apart because of drugs, alcohol, stress, the chase for fame and fortune, the being in the rat race. Since the frail-looking Wendy Williams was asked by photographers how she was doing, she bizarrely replied, "Very well, thanks. Well, my American Express is broken, so I got to take care of that." I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I heard she lost her show, man. And I heard she keeps coming back like she doesn't know what's going on. She's, but this is after a hiatus. She just disappeared and just thought she can get back in the hot seat. She looks terrible, man. We all can learn from this, man. The Most High, if he want to get you, he going to get you, man. We all can learn from that. Jesus. I don't know, man. That's some scary stuff right there, man. It's a terrible thing to be kicked in your behind by the Most High. Look at her face here, man. And I get on her because she's a demon, man. She's hurt so many people with that stupid show. She's hurt so many people with her gossipy show. Now she's the talk of gossip now. You can't be in that world and not give up your soul. You can't. The higher you go, the more evil and wicked you have to be. And you pretty much give your soul over to the devil. There's talk about all types of sex acts that's, needed to be performed. Once you climb that ladder, you have to be a switch hitter. If you're a man, you got to be with men. If you're a woman, you have to be with women. Or if you're a woman or a man, you have to whore yourselves out. This is the type of world that these people aspire to, man. Thank the Most High you're in this truth. Every day. Wendy Williams, former attorney, is spilling the tea on the alleged heated argument she and her client got into with Wells Fargo days before the bank froze the embattled Star's account. What's that about? So the Most High is tapping into her money now? LaShawn Thomas claimed she and her ex-client got into a scuffle earlier this year while at Wells Fargo, while at a Wells Fargo branch in Florida. While reflecting on Williams' ongoing battle with the bank, the legal mind denied there was any issue of financial exploitation, which had been raised as a concern of the bank in the court documents filed earlier this year. Look at this. She looked like a ghoul. I don't think this is a recent picture. But I'm just saying, man, if you leave this truth like a fool, and I've seen it so many times where the Most High, he just puts a beating on a lot of these brothers and sisters who leave the truth. And then when you see them, I'm sure a lot of you experience this. You're laboring, you're keeping Sabbath, you're keeping high holy days, you're fellowshipping with different brothers and sisters. You're doing everything that's necessary for the not to vex the Holy Spirit and to find grace in the Most High. You're doing everything. In other words, you're walking in the proper footsteps of the Most High to the best of your ability. Some of you make mistakes. I make mistakes. But the key thing is you never leave the faith. You never leave the fold. You never leave the spirit, no matter what. But some people are so weak they seek fame and fortune in a dying world. Some people are so weak they seek money and financial glory in a dying world. Some people just seek the pleasures of this life rather than stacking spiritually in a future life which totally outweighs all the suffering and pain you're going through in this current life. What you're going through can't be compared to what you're going to get providing you stay in the spirit of the Most High. And all the temptations and all the trickery and lies are going to come out and try to persuade you that there's a better way than the Most High's way. Some of you are experiencing that right now. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? Look at little Kim. Look at the transformation in her. Just vain and locked into vanity and keeping up with the demons in this world. It's a rat race. It's a rat race. Don't deny yourself a better life in the Most High. You might not be rich. You might not have what the Joneses have, but don't deny yourself a spiritually comfortable life in the Most High, because he'll get you. The Most High tells you in Ecclesiastes, 8 chapter 11 verses says, because sentence against an evil work, because sentence against an evil work is not executed expediently, meaning you can do dirt, you can be evil, you can be a liar, a fake or a fraud, an adulterer or a fornicator, a drug user or a drug seller, into porn. You can be into all aspects of wickedness, and because the Most High don't hit you or knock you down quickly, doesn't mean he's not going to get you eventually. Doesn't mean he's not going to make an example out of you eventually. At some point, it will happen. At some point, the Most High will execute that sentence against each and every one of us who does wickedly. Most High is not a man that he would lie, man. The Most High says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men, meaning man and women on this earth, is fully set in them to do evil, meaning you have gotten away with evil so long, not you per se, but men in general, they can get away with evil for so long, they forget the Most High exists, or they forget the fact that the Most High, he punishes as well. That's why this is saying what it's saying, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. See? Men can watch you and know you in the Most High, and know you are 100% correct in what you're trying to educate them in. It could be an uncle that you're trying to show the word to. It could be your parents that you're open to show the word to. It could be friends on the corner that you show the word to on your way to Sabbath service or camp, meaning street teaching. After a while, you become so precise, so accurate, so skilled in teaching the word of the Most High. It's irrefutable. You can't get around it. You can't get around it. And certain people that you know or associate with may see you as a man of the Most High or as a woman of the Most High speaking truth. And you do it so well that they can't refute or deny it. But because the judgment of the Most High doesn't come down on them right away, they are set to do evil. They're comfortable in their evil, and they're set in their ways. Their ways being evil. They are fully set to do evil. 12th verse says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged. The sinner's days be prolonged. He's not killed. He's not crippled. He's not made blind. He's not harmed by the Most High. He might get some warnings, but his days are prolonged. Those warnings may come from you, but his days are prolonged. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High. It shall be well with the believers and the righteous that fear the Most High, which fear before him. See that? It shall be well with you, and you, and you, and you, brother, and you, sister. It should be well with you. That's what the Most High is saying. He's very clear. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days. You see that? But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not the Most High. Because he feareth not the Most High. Interesting. 14th verse says, there is a vanity which is done upon the earth. Like Wendy Williams, Little Kim, Jay-Z, all the people that ignorant people glorify or look up to or hold in their hearts as role models. Not Christ, not Isaiah, Mark, Matthew, Luke, James, but the people currently on this earth now are looked up to. The Lord said, there's a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happened according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the work of the righteous. I say this is also vanity. In other words, it seemed like the wicked are blessed and the righteous are cursed. The wicked get everything and the righteous get nothing. But there's going to be a huge turnaround as the days get closer and closer to the judgment. As the days get closer and closer to judgment, there's going to be a huge turnaround. But, keep these things in mind and watch the stars of heaven fall as we get closer and closer to the day of judgment. They're falling, and they're falling hard and fast. I'm out.